Angel Heart Radio. I'm your host, Tibet, and today I'm going to be doing live readings on the show. And I thought today, I've done this before, but I do soul path readings with connections, to our past lives, how they're affecting us and what they can give us as well, and probably help us in lots of different ways. Some may be hindering or, maybe creating some challenges, but it's always really fascinating to see what happens with soul path reading. So hopefully have some people in the chat room to come for a reading today. And I'm just going to see if anyone's in there just yet. And before we go anywhere, I'll just do some housekeeping. Angel Heart Radio programs are not designed to replace any legal, medical, or professional advice, nor your own sound judgment. Thank you. Okay. Yes, so if you can put in your date, if you're wanting a reading today, come into the comment section and put in your date of birth, your day, month, and year, and that will help me tune in and maybe give you some extra knowledge with the numerology as well. So that can also help. So yes, there's no one here at the moment. So what I thought, the world at the moment is pretty topsy-turvy and things are changing day by day, and we are changing, and we're having to change day by day and learn many lessons on many levels. And I guess sometimes we may be challenged to change our direction or where we're going. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Jenny. So it's important to try and keep in touch with what your soul wants you to know and what direction you, as I say, you may be changing your direction, or even slightly. Might be a massive, change, but there's something in there, because living on this planet now, nothing can stay the same. It's just the natural order of things. It's not going to go back to what it was. So we all have to adapt and learn to look a bit differently at things and how we can do it. So Jenny would like a reading. Okay, we'll start up with Jenny. Okay, I've just got your date of birth. And looking at changing your direction, it doesn't have to be a negative thing. It's exciting and, new possibilities. And that's the way we've got to keep the focus of new possibilities and being creative. Okay. Okay. Yes, that's right. Very intuitive, Jenny. And Michelle, I'll do yours in minutes. Thank you. Okay. Jenny, you're saying your direction has totally changed. Hi, Erica. Yes, good you made it. Yes, I can understand. But I don't think many of us would be touched by not having some change. Could be dramatic or not. Wow. Yes, interesting. What's come up? The top here is, Jenny, nutrition, like food or eating better. So maybe that's something you need to do for yourself a bit more, or whether you have an interest in it. I don't know, some health regime of some sort. It's getting you to do public speaking or speaking of some sort, talking to people somewhere, maybe small groups, anything. And it's certainly got the card career change. And crystals have come up. I don't know if I think you like crystals, but I'm not sure whether that's a part of it. They may help you as well. Obviously, crystals are quite amazing, and they'll certainly help you with your speaking. There's many crystals for that to help you express yourself. I've got counseling here as well. So there's some counseling here. So it's saying you'll certainly be supported in that. I don't know if this is ringing true. You just bought a crystal? Okay, that's great. The speaking part, like talking to people and counseling others. This is I know you're a very heart-centered person, so this may be a new direction for you. I hope you can have a think about that and let me know whether there's any other information, because you certainly, and look, you know, you're born with really good determination. So no matter what changes happen, once you get your focus and have a focus, your determination will take you to wherever you need to go. So don't worry about that. You know, there's lots of things, you know, involved in that. There's patience as well, patience with yourself and with others. But yeah, definitely maybe looking at some new study. Your artistic talents need to come out a bit better, more expression with that. Have some fun. We all need more fun. And self-expression helps you find out who you are more as well, that authentic you and what you would really love. There's something about art, whether it's the color is part of it, but just it doesn't have to be for anyone else. It's just, yeah, you've got dancing. Dancing then is in there, but it's specifically saying art, artistic of some sort. It's got the painting. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe not. No, probably not. Sorry. I can't get it right. Artists. Yeah. So it's there, but certainly keep your dancing up. Most definitely. You need that creativity. But this is extra, and sort of some exercising. You may already do that. Dancing would be a part of that, but maybe some yoga and some meditation probably help. It helps everyone. So just keep up with all those things, but certainly there's definite change in your life. And we will just see what past lives are connected to this. Oops. Gosh, I'm jumping all over the place. Okay. Okay, there's two separate lives, I would say. Thank you. Jenny likes my pink top. Celtic life is influencing this, and also a life during the biblical era. Now, there's talk of persecution in these lives, so you know there's probably a lot of suppressing of real self here, because you know if you talk up too much or say you know you don't follow the norm or whatever, yeah, you can get persecuted, thrown in jail, all those sorts of things, to the worst, even killed. So and it's just talking about there's hard lessons in there, but there's blessings as well. So it's understanding what they are out of all these situations. Well, look, there's an Asiatic life as well. So it seems to be a bit of a theme through these, a thread. So it's really about finding out who you are and expressing that throughout your life, and more, and not feeling hindered in any way. So, and helping others, that's what the counselling is about. So you've been through things, you know, you understand. So the more you express yourself, the better you will feel, and you'll be able to help others, and you'll feel more fulfilled, more in alignment with what your soul would, who you are really underneath. Okay, right. I hope that helps, Jenny. So next we've got, hi Serena, I see you're in there. So we've got Michelle. 1976. Okay, so Michelle, you've got a strong mind, Michelle. Yes. Just probably help. You need a bit of help with your self-expression, the deeper parts, getting out what you need to say a lot more. So Michelle, how can we help Michelle? there's a theme here today. The overview for you, Michelle, is the card Infinite Abundance. So it's like abundance isn't just money. It's about abundance of what you would love in your life and what can help you move forward and be feeling fulfilled and so forth. Now, it's funny, crystals has come up for you as something that I don't know if you've been drawn to lately more of, or you've already got some, but crystals are important for you. They will help you. Helping your children or younger people, you probably have a good influence on younger people or your family at least, and family comes up important for you, and whatever issues surround your family, like all families have. Yeah, and helping your family out is probably very important to you, I feel, and that is quite fulfilling. But also a card that's come up is about teaching younger people or children or younger people, whatever age group. You've got that sort of energy that could do that, most definitely. And a spiritual teacher of some sort, so helping others. So it's really about, again, what you would really love instead of what you think you should do. It's not hiding from those thoughts and feelings that you've had and you may not talk about even with your family to some degree. You may a little bit, but I feel there's a lot more in there actually. Now, the flowers have come up, and so it's I'm getting not so much herbs that I can pick at this point, but flowers that they make you feel good or they touch something inside of you, or your garden is very important to you, all those things. So your soul is seeking freedom to do what you want, and it's time now to really start doing that. There's nothing really holding you back except yourself in this. So just have a look here at the past life cards. Hello, Lisa Joe and Teresa from Turkey. Wonderful. Okay. Okay. Right. Now, for your past life connection cards, health has come up. I don't know if you've had any long-standing or something that's been in your health issue that's been in your life somehow, because it's come as the overview of this situation. So yeah, there could be something, and when that happens, it's teaching us something. And you've had a life. Well, there's a couple of different lives it's talking about. One is out in the stars. You've lived somewhere else as an interstellar being, and you've come here to Earth to have an experience. So that there's starry origins for you to connect with, and that's part of your spirituality. Also, you've had a time where you've gone through starvation of some sort, or there's been a great deal of lack of food and nourishment in one of these lives, and one of them certainly, again, biblical has come up again. So in the biblical era, so sometimes we can have issues around food with that, and it may play out in different ways, but underneath it, it's due to our lack. Hi, Teresa. This is for Michelle, the second reading. I'm going to do Joe next. You've also had a life in Atlantis, and so that tells me, you've been around a bit. You've had certainly some interesting experiences, and you've always had angelic connection and that's still there, of course. You've been a writer or a scribe of some sort, and another life, another culture's come up, Asiatic culture. So these influences that I've talked about have probably been in all these lives as well. Now your husband or partner is, he's been with you. You've known each other before, so you are soulmates. So you may already know that. This card's just confirming that. So what I would say is, you know, you'd have a writing skill as well that would be under there, even if you need to learn how to do it more. It's there if you wanted to use it. And certainly your spiritual nature is quite strong. And so you need to allow that to come out a lot more. And helping your family and teaching, you know, helping younger people is part of your path. So have a think about that. And I hope that's helped. All right. So these are only quick readings because we've got a few ladies in here, which is great. So I can help everyone. So we'll do Lisa Jo now. Cards. So we've got the 12th and 6th, 1960. Okay. Well, Lisa Jo, you've come in with a lot of creativity. I don't know if you're using it, but it's there, and it'd be a shame to waste it if you're not. It's such a wonderful thing to have creativity. How you can use it in so many areas of your life. Right, Lisa. Where are we? So, Lisa, the cards that have come up for you. If you can let me know in the comments section that you play music of some sort. Well, it's saying for you certainly to play music, but practice your music. There's a lot of things that you can do. You're quite adaptable, but it's talking about a career change for you. Definitely, that's very clear. Whether you were thinking of it or not, but it's there. It doesn't always mean it happens straight away, but it's getting you to practice your music. Very important. Oh, Michelle, you always wanted to write a book. That's great. Okay, so Lisa, yeah, certainly travel is indicated here, and some study, whether that's part of the music thing, but there's some study. What sort of study? Maybe the music, but also it's got you working, expressing yourself more artistically as well. And also the flower cards come up again. So helping people stand up for themselves as well is a big thing for you in your soul path that you could help others with. So whether you're looking to study in that area to help people, we'll just check. No music. Oh, that's interesting. Well, it's definitely the music card, or music helps you some way. Maybe it helps you go into things, but the practice card came up. So it's about you. Well, artists, music, and like flowers, gardening, it's all creative, right? And the fact that you can do a number of things, it's what you choose to do, what you'd like to do. Sound bowls. Yes, definitely. Yes, that would be, yes, for sure. That's music. Yes, it's just toning. It's all, music is tone, is sound. So sound healing, whatever you like to do with that, you can help people with that for sure. Yeah, it's saying you've got a number of options and you're here to help humanity. Definitely. The cards come up for that. Maybe study some energy work to help enhance that as well. It's got doing some sort of energy work or body work as well. Yes, you just have need to follow it up. Most definitely follow it up. Okay, because it's definitely there. So there's some really great things for you to be doing. Helping others is a big thing. Yeah, so that focus your intent on that, but you have fun and yeah, do all those wonderful things with the sound bowls. Fantastic. All right, we'll just have a look here. Any past life influences. Gosh. Seems to be a theme. Now there's a few different lifetimes here. We've got sort of around Greece, Rome, that Mediterranean area, Celtic as well, England, Scotland, Ireland area. Also galactic as well has come up for you. So that's great. And it's saying that you've lived in a small community, whether that's, in very old times in the biblical area that's come up. And also you've lived on a farm. So probably for you, living in a smaller community, very connected to the earth will make you happy. And that would certainly fit in with the bowls and so forth, nature, there's so much combined. It's getting back to very helping people connect with themselves, with nature, with themselves, with the sound, and with living closer to the earth. That would, and with each other, that connectedness that we all need, that connection would certainly help. So yeah, very interesting, and it's getting you to have more trust and faith. And yeah, we all need that right now, most definitely. So keep remembering to keep those words in your mind in like a mantra, to have that trust and faith in whatever this career change that you're thinking of. Go to the heart with it. Okay. All right. I hope that's helped. Lisa and Anaya, how are you? Great to have you in. Who have we got? Stacey. We've got 10th. Oh, hang on. 17th of the 10th. Australia reads date, month, and year. So you must be from the States. Two. Okay, Stacey. Oh, energy's jumping around. I asked for lots of energy today, so I got it. Okay, Stacey. So it's talking about certainly some travel for you and some study. Now, if you're worried, it's saying that you're going to be safe in whatever you're doing. If you're worried about not being safe, the protection card has come up. And it's about you taking steps to change, to do whatever you need to do. You've got angelic help with you, and so really connecting with them a lot more. I don't know what it's got you doing some speaking as well. It's getting you to decide what you really want. Sometimes, you know, we have lots of ideas, but it's like which one? And it's really making a decision. Certainly if there's something in your heart you want to talk about, to get out there, that would be really good. Helping your family is important to you, obviously. So that's certainly a part of, you know, what you're here to do. And helping children, again, that's come up in some way. You love books by the looks of things. It's saying get into some exercise of some sort, whether that's calming, yoga, or, you know, it's often good to do a balance of things, some yoga or something or something else. Excuse me. Do you feel I just sort of got a feeling that to be a speaker, you don't feel confident enough, or you know enough about what you would talk about? I don't know if you can give me a comment in the comment section, but it's certainly saying, yes, do it. Okay, whatever it is. Yes, you need to recreate. Okay, so well, that's Lisa. Great. So Stacey, yeah, I think if you reconnecting with your angelic help a lot more, go within to get the clarity that you need. But certainly traveling is on the agenda for you. Yeah, I'm just not picking up what the actual study is. It may not be mainstream. It could be, you know, anything. It's not. It may be something that you already know about, but you just need more information. That's all. Okay, we'll just look at your past life stuff. If I don't get to answer people on the comments, I will go in after the show and comment on your post. Thanks. Okay. Stacey. Right. Okay, Stacey. Certainly, you may have had issues around finance some at times, whether you've worked that out in your life. I mean, that can happen with all of us. This is talking about one life, particularly an Asiatic life. You were priest or priestess. That's you've had that training, other lives. And of course, you've lived in a small communal sort of situation, or even in, like, sometimes in the priesthood, you would go and be a secular type of situation. You've got a good angelic connection. That's always been there again. You've been a medicine man or woman as well. So you've got a lot of possibly hidden talents in there. You may need to bring out more. You've had a run-in with some sort of authority figures in probably this particular life, which can cause problems. And there's a karmic relationship in your life that will be mirroring that will be bringing up issues around that. So you need to work out who that is and understand it's working through this old stuff for you. And so you can move through it and be yourself again and work through these things and do what you want to do. And yeah, be very happy about it, because it's certainly there. You've taken a vow. Now that's a big thing when you take a vow. You'll have to think about what sort of vow that you've made. It could be about poverty, chastity, you know, what, goodness knows what. So think about what something you feel quite strongly about and see how that's affecting your life. You may need some help with clearing that, so you can let that go, depending on what the vow is, obviously. So I feel it's something that may be hindering you. So yeah, just get some help with that. Okay. All right. I hope that's helped. All right. Who have we got next? I think Erica's next. Let's find Erica's date of birth. Erica, here we go. 5th of the 5th, 1967. Okay, Erica, here we go. Yes, working on the intimate communication. It's one of your challenges. Okay, let's do that. All right, Erica, you're going to laugh at this for a good reason. Energy healing. And is the overview. So yes, certainly working with energy. This is your new career, or part of your new career, definitely. And a speaker, which I'm sure is spiritual teacher. Yeah, it's getting you to let go of, you know, I know Erica a bit and what you've been challenged with. So yeah, it's really saying let go, and you know you've made right decisions. What you've done so far. Travel is still indicated for you. Working with children, I don't know if that's ever been a part of part of your idea about what you would do, and obviously family again is important. Whether you think you're emotionally strong enough for this, but you are. You know, you certainly are, you know, quite grounded. So yeah, you know, your soul is seeking to be free to do what you want to do. You've had enough of working in a certain way that feels very confining. So definitely, so you're on your way to doing a lot more in the spiritual world, you can say, or combining the two, that's for sure, because you've got a lot of knowledge in the other world as well. But I not long ago taught Erica Sikhem healing, so she's certainly picked the right modality and what to do. So it's always, the timing is always amazing. So it's saying you're on the right path. So that card's come up, and you're certainly here to help humanity, and you know, get into that garden more for yourself, because I feel that helps calm you down and ground you a lot more, take you out of your head, get out of that analytic mind, just to balance it better. And certainly, you know, all that you're wanting, you're creating now. So don't doubt that. That's great. Okay, what we got? Yes, children or younger people, whether it's little children, but younger people that you're helping. Because I guess, you know, with everything that's going on, there are a lot of situations for young children, for younger people. We all need help. This world sort of changed so much, and the stability isn't there as like it used to be, or as much anyway. So we're all needing, you know, that stable guide, you could say. All right, some past life influences. Right, Erica. How do you feel about boats or ships? Because it's indicating there's an important, maybe what you're working through the moment, or what's influencing you is a life on a ship. And it's indicating you were some sort of warrior or knight or something like that. And your finances were affected in some ways around money, how you think about money, how what you do with money, how you look at it. Your father has been in your past life, in this particular one also that it's talking about. So there may be you and he are working around issues around work, as in working a lot, or again, what you do, what you think around money. So that's something for you to think about. Again, the trust and faith cards come up. So really, anchor that into yourself. And you've had a life, this is a bit of a different one. You've had a life around trees, around nature. So you probably lived in a very natural environment. So that's why you're drawn to, that's why you've moved to the country. So wanting to be closer to nature, because that feeds your soul. All these things sort of feed your soul. And it's saying keep going with your spiritual and personal development, and go deeper, go do it more, because it's just going to give you a lot more in your life and help you in so many ways. So yeah, that's great. So yeah, you may have been in this past life with your dad. You may have had a few lives as a male by the looks of this card, and then you've come in as a female as well. So it's about a way of thinking and doing things. So now it's connecting more with nature, because we go backwards and forwards between male and female. So yeah, have a think about that, and I hope that's helped. All right. Oh, you have a major attraction to Vikings. There you go. Good. Oh, fantastic. All right, so what have we got next? So we've done Erica. I'm just trying to find the list here. Bear with me for a moment. So done Stacey. Okay. Now, Connie, were you wanting a reading? I don't know if I've missed anyone. Oh, Teresa, did you want a reading? You were in there. I'm not sure if I saw your date of birth. Could you just put a comment in, or your date of birth, if you want a reading? If not, we can go with Connie. Teresa, can you put in your date of birth, your date, month and year, please? Great, thanks. And then Connie, if you could do the same, thanks. Thanks, Connie. That's fine. Oh, hello, Kimberly. Yes, after next two ladies, you're up. Okay. Okay, Therese. What I'm getting is you love the environment. You're quite, you feel very deeply about the environment and love to care for it, or at least your own environment. And again, the flowers card has come up a lot today, which is really nice. And that's about nature and connecting that. And we need certainly more people to care about nature. So it's saying for you that there's a few different options to be part of your life. Music, again, is one of them. And some study. whether you want to do a particular type of study, you've been thinking, you're okay. You do have a natural ability to help people. So, you know, that can be words, it can be music, it can be, you love your garden, that's great. Well, nature garden can be very healing as well. I mean, creating a beautiful garden is something people don't value. Well, people do value it, but I think it could be valued even more as a healing situation. So studying something in some sort of healing modality, or how you can help others in your own way, that's certainly indicated you have a natural ability. So it's just building on that, working out how you can do that, or how you love to do that the best way. And you've got a sensitivity. So while it's a double edge of the sword, use it to help others, to tune into others, to know, because you know how they feel. So that can be that empathy and compassion, not to take on other people's stuff, but empathy and compassion are wonderful things, and we need a lot more of that, and kindness. So maybe it's, you know, again, helping children, and you certainly are stronger than you think. You do counselling. I don't know. Okay. So is there, it's got travel indicated. Have you thought about traveling? There's some other aspect of your study to do a bit more of. Whether you were thinking of some other aspect, I'm not sure. But anyway, you are on the right path of doing counselling. That's great. But whether you just need more music to help you as well. Sometimes you can get bogged down in the heaviness of helping others. You need to remember to lift yourself, and probably being in your garden does that as well. You love travel. Yeah, well, that certainly is wonderful, and hopefully, you know, people will be able to do that more. But the flowers came in as the strongest thing that you're pulling in at the moment, that's coming into your, to help you in your environment. Oh, hubby takes over the music indoors. Well, you need to have some space, have your own music room. You need something for you, okay, to help balance that out, because you're helping others already. Don't get burnout. So a bit more traveling, more music will help you, definitely. But yes, some new study of some sort that may add to what you already do. Okay. I'll look at past life stuff for you. Okay, now it's indicating your mum certainly has been with you in another life. And you're going to laugh because some transportation of some sort has been figured prominently in one of your lives. So that's why you love traveling, whether it's train or boat or, yeah, all sorts of things. But even past life, you've had that connection. So it's certainly in your soul, that love of freedom and movement. It's indicating, you know, a Mediterranean life, Greece or Rome, that area. You've been a writer or a scribe, certainly, which may have got you in trouble because you've been persecuted. So that's something you need to look at, whether you have any reservations about speaking out or writing things or doing what you want to do because of that. It sits deeply in the soul for all of us. So it's something you need to look at and work on. It's quite big because you've got phobias. There's a phobia of some sort. So it's working out what that is and why it's there to help you shift that forward, or at least understand it, to integrate it so it doesn't take over or stop you from, you know, doing what you want to do. Oh yeah, you were an orphan at some stage, so that can play out in lots of different ways in your life, and allowing people in also, and even asking for help. So maybe get some help with that, just to look at all these things and move it on so you can do what you want. Hope that's helped, Clarice. All right. What have we got? Book club author. Cool. Now we have Connie. We've got the first, just moving on, 1962. Okay, Connie. Glad I could help, Teresa. Hi, Grace. Okay. Again, we've got a bit of a theme happening here for you, Connie. It's got you, whether you've already written a book, but it's certainly got you writing a book, a published work of some sort, and being a speaker as well. Whether you have doing energy work, but also, again, helping younger people seems to be a theme today. Obviously, you know, you're multifaceted and you can do a number of things, so which is great. And certainly you're here to help humanity. So it's, you know, speaking about what you love. And again, there's some study for you and travel. Looking at your nutrition as well, whether it is about nutrition, certainly that. So whatever help you need, really, if you haven't already, connect more to your guidance, your angelic realm, or those of you in your team. Definitely. So again, it's really honing in on what you really love the most to do, and that will be the best, you know. Yeah, sometimes it's harder when you can do a lot of things because your energies can get scattered, so you have to decide which one or how to go about that to help you. But yeah, it looks great. Definitely. I don't know if you can tell me, have you already published a book? Are you doing any energy healing? We'll just look at some past life things. Okay, again, similar. Indicating that you have lived somewhere on sort of a rural property somewhere in another life, and a small community as well, definitely. You and a boat, another ship again, another, whether it's the same. You may have been a warrior that travelled, that had a property that, you know, went around, you know, could have been away for years on end, who knows, but still lived in the smaller area. There was issues around those, you know, in authority back then, so that may be creating some issues for you. And your love life has been affected in this life, so I feeling that you are away a lot. So that would certainly affect your love life. So yeah, and your mum has been in your other life, and again, you've had issues concerning lack of food and lack in general and being alone. So, you know, you've experienced lots of things. And again, you've certainly got angelic help, but you've probably, I don't know if you asked for it enough. So you worked on energy healings. Good, good. So yeah, I would be working on your issues around authority. People, you know, feeling restricted, feeling a lack of power, or, you know, that powerlessness that we have. And speaking up in relationships. Okay, hang on. Yeah. Oh, and you've got a nature that wants to do it your own way. Some people will call that stubborn, but you've come here to really get the lessons. So you may go to extremes to understand things. So that's just part of your nature. But honing on your intuition, it's quite strong, and it's good to have there. So use it in everything. Okay, I hope that's helped you, Connie. I've probably only got time for Grace. I'll see how we go. Sian, you might be my last reading. We'll see how we go. Okay, so we've got Grace. Yeah, you've got very strong intuition. Great. Sorry, Connie. No, what am I doing? Grace. Sorry, Grace. Okay, let's see what's happening for you. Oh, Kimberly, sorry. Yes, sorry. I'll do yours next, Kimberly. Sometimes the messages don't show up as well from this end. And Connie says, yes, I'm strong-minded to a fault at times. Grace. Right, what's coming? Yours is certainly looking at some change for you as well. I don't know if you're doing body work or energy healing or anything like that, but it's saying that's come up as the overview, yeah, to do that work. And you certainly have support in that change, most definitely. Writing's come up for you is being very helpful in some way as well. And again, you're multifaceted, so there's a number of things you can do in your life, but whatever you're doing now may not be fulfilling you. Maybe it doesn't mean that you have to give up something totally, but it's certainly adding a new dimension to whatever you do. Maybe if you can comment on that, that'd be great. Helping others stand up for themselves is a big thing. Yeah, energy healing keeps coming up. That's twice in the reading. So are you doing anything with that at the moment? Because it's certainly talking about you doing it. You know, that can even be in learning how to do it, but even in your writing, helping people stand up for themselves. Whatever you write, that can help as well. What else? Books seem to be important for you. Do you like reading a fair bit? Obviously, because you're in the writing, so you've got a great combination there. So be okay with whatever you want to do to change. If you've got that energy to start feeling like you need to change, go with it. Don't ignore it or think that you can't. You'll be fine with that. It's really getting clear on what you would love. Okay. That didn't feel right. No, I'm just going to do that again. For some reason, just didn't feel right. Again. Okay, so Grace, your past life card here. Yeah, you've been a some sort of shaman or medicine person, man or woman, in Native American life. Yeah, which is great. So you've certainly got the wisdom there to help people, and you're an EFT practitioner, which I can see, which is great. So you've got the skills and the wisdom. It's just really tapping into them a lot more and keeping going with that. Also, the Galactic card came up, so there's that wisdom from other realms. Yeah, you've been priestess, priest. Forgiveness card has come up, and your mum has come up in this. And actually, that's the second time it came up. Even the first one I did, she came up. So whether you've got stuff around your mum, whether there was some problem, but forgiveness is the key to a number of things for you, like us all. So it's just working on that through that, because that will help you move into, not that you're not in there already, but even more so, and make you feel better about what you're doing. Okay, that's helped. Right, so I think it's Kimberly. Then I'm going to have to finish, unfortunately. Time's gone very quickly. So Kimberly thinks she's helped other people in other lives. So hang on. Kimberly, could I get your birth date, please? Your month, date, and year, please. Well, thanks, Grace. You could relate to that. Kimberly. Thanks, Kimberly. This will have to be my last reading. You can always, I'll leave my website details there. You can always book in with me, and I can do readings on Zoom, at phone, in person. So yeah, if you want a more detailed reading. Right, Kimberly. Quite a practical person, Kimberly. You're creative as well, which is great. Okay, you certainly got a change indicated. We've got a lot of healers. You love everyone. Again, a number of things for you. Gee, we have got a theme today. Energy healing of some sort, writing for you, and you seem to love books, are an important part of your life as well. Something in your life you need to learn to be at peace with and let go of. Sometimes we can hang on to something for too long, and it creates this sort of blockage. So whether you're trying to control something or what you think you should do, whatever it is, it's just like try and sit back and relax and trust. And, you know, you've got good intuition, so really try and work with that more. Yeah, the trust card has actually come up here. So, yeah, the change is needed. It's like to really sort of get you where in alignment with where you want to go long term. So just allow it. Certainly there's metaphysicals. You're leaning towards the metaphysical side for sure. And even crystals have come up whether you love using them or you need or start integrating them into what you do. Certainly it's there. So it all looks really very good, definitely. Any of that resonate with you, Kimberly? Okay, we look at the past life stuff. It does, okay. Making sure that, I have shuffled these cards a number of times just because sometimes you get similar cards, and just to make sure that you're not pulling out the same cards, I've shuffled it a number of times. Here we go. There's such similarities today. It's wonderful. So somewhere, again, a galactic life's come up and a Celtic one, okay, that are influencing you right now, any with the change or what you're moving into. And you're needing to trust again. Your mum has come up in here. You love collecting books but can never read. Yeah, your mother's been in your life somewhere, so there's, you know, there's certainly a soul connection there. Oh, and the forgiveness cards come up in this one. Again, you've made some sort of vow, so you have to think about what that would be. You've had a life on a ship as well, and you've certainly been someone who's worked with, you know, herbs, or could have been a naturopath or a herbalist. Well, they didn't call them naturopaths, but a herbalist of some sort. Definitely done a lot of traveling. Well, obviously, if you know you had a life on a ship, you would have done a lot. But yeah, to me, oh, your mum is in a hospice and you're caring for her. She's been in your life, past life. So what the influence in there, if there's any resentment towards her or anyone else, it's like working out what that is. Whether she was in your life before and you didn't, you know, because you may have traveled a lot, she may have suffered from that. Whether she was your mother, she may have been some other in some other relationship to you, obviously a close one. So, you know, you're obviously caring for her. So maybe it's part of this thing of how you feel about that. It's giving you goosebumps. So, yeah, I feel clearing any resentment, or to yourself as well, whether you haven't forgiven yourself in that way as well. So that's quite important. So you feel like you're worthy of having really good things in your life and a great new direction, and do all that you want to do, that you're worthy of having that success. Okay, so I think that's today. Yes, you have life in Atlantis as well. So there you go. That's another one. So I hope I've helped today with people. I find, you know, soul path and connection with the past lives fascinating, because it just draws in such a big picture, and it can help us understand our lives so much more. And I just find it fascinating. So I always love to do these reading shows. So I'll be doing them again. If you missed out today, anyone, sorry, but come in again, and I will thank you, Kimberly. Resonates with you. That's great. Please come in again. I will advertise when I'm doing another one of these, and I'll do other reading shows as well. So yes, I'll always advertise. So thank you all for being here today. It's been my pleasure to do that and to help people. So I will say goodbye for now, and I'll see everyone in the next 2 weeks. Okay. Bye for now.